Hi everyone, welcome to my video, and in this video I'll be showing us how to do version control with our project using Git and GitHub. And first of all, before we can do that, we have to have Git installed on our system. Then we have to have our GitHub account set up. I've done these two because I've installed Git on my system already, and also I have a GitHub account. And this is my project in Visual Studio Code. I'll be using Visual Studio Code, and this is my project in Visual Studio Code. The next thing I'll be doing in this video is to go to GitHub and create a new repository. Once I create a new repository, they will create a command line for me that we copy to my terminal in Visual Studio Code, and from there I'll be able to upload this particular project that you are seeing on my Visual Studio Code to my GitHub. So let's get started. I'll go to my GitHub. This is my GitHub account, and click on new. On the repository name, I'll give it git version control. Description will be version control using Git and GitHub. I'll leave the visibility as public and just I'll create the repo. From the repo, this is what we get. Create a new repository on the command line using this command, or when you push an existing change to this project on GitHub. But the first thing we'll be doing is to copy this command line. The first thing is git initialize, git add. If you have a readme document in our project, so we add it using git add readme.md. But since we don't have, we can use git add dots, which means I want to add all the changes that I have in my project. I want to add everything in that project to GitHub. The next thing I'll be doing is to go back to my project on GitHub. On Visual Studio Code rather. And this is my project on Visual Studio Code. I'll go to terminal, new terminal. I'll make sure that I'm in that part for this project. So I'm inside the project folder. Then the next thing I'll be doing is to type git init, git initialize. So git has been initialized on this project. As you can see, if you look to my left here, you see number 3 showing, which is telling me that I have 3 files inside this folder. And the next thing to add is to add all these things that have been listed, the images, index, and style. That everything is the one I want to copy, upload to my GitHub account. I'll add git add dot. That means I want to add everything. After git add dot, the next thing is the message, like the description I want to give to this upload. Git commit, then the message new, let's say portfolio website. Now click on enter. As you can see, we have create mode for. Then I'll go back to my GitHub. I'll go back to my GitHub and copy git, this command, git branch main. I'll paste and click enter. Then I'll go back to my GitHub, and copy the path, the link to the GitHub we use to upload these projects for me. I'll go back to my Visual Studio Code and paste and click on enter. I'll go back to GitHub and copy the last line, which is git push, which means I want to push this project to GitHub. I'll paste and click enter. Now my project has been uploaded on GitHub. Let's go and see if it's there or not. I will refresh to see the changes. And as you can see, my project has been uploaded on my GitHub account. Now let's say I want to add changes to it, because this is the main point of using GitHub, to control to upload each changes made to our project. Let me go back to my project and add another file. Let's say I want to add profile.html and click enter. So let's say this is a profile.html, because as you can see, I have a new change and create, let me say p tag p dot project. Let's say p dot project. I'll just click enter. So let's say my project. Then the next thing, let's say a form, or let's instead of a form, let me use another let's say image. I want to add an image. So source, let's check the name of this image. We have us.jpg, this is JPEG, and let's give the author name of project image. So that's all. So I'll leave it as that and create another file. Let's say home.html and click enter. We have HTML5. So from the second file that I created, okay, is a mistake. It was created inside the image folder. Let me just push it out. Yes. So as you can see, from the second file that I created, it was showing that I have two changes to this project, and to push these changes to GitHub, I'll use git add, because since I have the project on my GitHub already, I use git add all. Then the next thing, git commit. This git commit is the message that the description I want to give to this change. Adding profile and home screen. Then I'll click enter. The next thing is to push these changes to my GitHub. That will be git push. I'll press enter. I'll press enter. Now let's go to my GitHub and see if this is working. I'll refresh, and here it is. I have the changes there. Adding profile and home screen for the home file, and for the profile I have the adding profile and home screen, and these changes has been made to my GitHub. And this is how we can do version control with Git and GitHub. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment and share, and follow this account for more videos like this. See you in my next video. Bye.